Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new tutorial, and this time I will do the one that have won the votation for this month, that is the questing knights. So I will do the champion of the unit here in this tutorial, and you have seen that I have done other parts in the weekly, especially recently. I have done the one with the furniture. So this is the type of level I want to paint the knights. Okay, so I want to go for quite a nice level, and I will explain how I do the base, everything. So I will go through all the details in that case. So as you can see, I have all my parts here. These are the parts for the paladin knight, and I think I'm missing the shield. I don't know if I'm missing something here in the front. I need to check. But these are the parts. So I did not glue the horse yet because I want to have to be able to reach the inside of the horse easily. I would like to play with the colors of the horse, but in that case I will go for the common brown. So I will use Mourfang Brown as the base color for this. Okay, and I will start first painting the horse. So we will start from the horse and we will finish with the complement of the knight. So we can use here quite using a medium brush from Games Workshop, and I will paint all the horse fur skin. Okay, and as I say, I prefer to do it before gluing it to the base because I can reach much easily the inside or the bottom of the horse. So I do that, and I will be back once this is done. Okay, we have applied Mourfang Brown on the horse, and now I'm going to use a dark color, and in that case I will use Skavenblight Dinge to do the inside of the Barding. So I'm going to go for a dark grey here, and I will do all the inside part of the Barding. This is going to be difficult maybe to show in camera because it's really a part that is, but this is all the parts I will do before I glue the horse on the base. So I do that and I come back once it's done. So the dark color inside is done, okay, and the next step I will do is I will start doing the paws of the horse, and I will apply lighter color on this hair just next to the nail. So I'm going to apply something like that, okay, to give a little bit of color variation to the horse. Okay, and we try to do, as the brush, you can see, I try to give this finishing that is not well defined. I try to give this irregular finishing. We have to be sure that I cover, you can go a little bit over the nail of the horse, or over the hoof, I have to say. Okay, we go over the hoofs, and we go up a little bit like that. Okay. And we do this irregular finishing. Okay. And we do the same for all the four posts. So I do that on the other post and I'm back. Okay, next step I'm going to do the hoofs, and I will do different cream color. Is going to be Rakhart Flesh. It's more greenish, and this gives the contrast that you need with the bone color, as you can see here. Okay, so it's making it different. So we're going to do the same. As you can see, I start with the horse and apply all the base colors on the horse first. We want to really cover. So I will apply this on the hooves. Here was a little bit fresh with the previous color, but it's not a problem. Okay, and once this is done, I will be back. Okay, the hooves are done. I wait that all this part is drying before doing more stuff there. And now I'm going to use Dryad Bark on the, what's called is, on the saddle and also on the belt here that goes at the bottom of the horse. I'm using Dryad Bark to do that, a dark brown, and I will apply this as well on the saddle. To be fair, most of this is not going to be seen, most of the saddle is not going to be seen. If you see, once it's assembled, the saddle almost disappears under the night. Only the foam part is visible, to be fair, and a little bit here. So this is whole like after assembly, and will be something similar once we put the Night Champion here on the horse. Okay, so I apply this Dryad Bark on the saddle. You can see, because the horse is not glued to the base, I'm rubbing some of the paint off. This is not a problem, it's part of the consequences. So I do that, I apply this on the saddle, and I will be back once this is done. Next, I'm going to paint the flocks of glass that we have here attached to the hooves, and I will use Waaagh Green to do that. You can use any green that you like. In my case, I want to go for white and not too vibrant green. Okay. I will do these flocks of glass with that. So again, do all them, and I'm back once it's done. Next, I'm going to use Abbadon Black as well on the hooves to do the, I don't know the name, to do the iron, I think it's called, to do these things here. Okay. And the nails, they used to put it in place. Okay. And then when it's like that, I will do is something like that. Okay, so I will do all of them. I'll put this one. I will do all of them, and I come back once this is done. So next step, I'm going to apply Ironbreaker here on where we put the hooves. Okay, and I will put it as well on the chainmail. So we put it here. Okay, the chainmail of the Barding, and we are going to follow this. Okay, like that, and then on the back we also do this. and we repeat the same on all the posts. So I will do this on the other post, and I'm back. So next step, we are going to start doing the wash, and we are going to use Agrax Earthshade to wash the belly, the tail, the legs of the horse. We are going to apply this with quite a big brush. I start with the belly, start with the most hidden parts. We are going to apply as well on the Barding, on the inside of the Barding. Okay, all these parts to create the shade. We are going to do in the case we are going to do 2 washes. So I will start with Agrax Earthshade. We let it dry, and then I will use Nuln Oil just on the Barding to give a black shading. So I apply this on all this part of the horse. Okay, and I will be back once this is done. This is quite straightforward. As usual, as we also apply it on top of the plants or what the thing that this is. Okay, so this is quite weird because we have this plant there next to the leg. Okay, and you will see that this will give the shading. Don't worry too much on the inside. This part is not going to be too visible once the horse is glued and we have everything assembled. So I'm going to do that. Okay, and I'm back once this has dry. Okay, the previous wash have dry, and now what we are going to do is we are going to apply Nuln Oil. So, and this is going to go only on the dark parts of the miniature. So I'm going to apply here Nuln Oil on these parts. Okay. And here. I'm going to apply here. That's it, perfect video. I'm going to apply here. The pear. And here. And we are going to put this as well on the chainmail in that pass. Okay. Okay. So next step, I'm going to glue it on the base. Okay, we are going to use no that we have done the bottom. We are not going to do highlights there because it's really a part that is not that visible on the miniature. But I wanted to do the shade to have some more consistency. So now I will put the glue, and I will put it on the base. Okay, and you can wait a little bit. You have to be careful here. I'm going to put the sun so I can, it's the last moment in the night, so I want to take advantage. Normally you should wait to have better finishing, but it's not going to be a big deal. I will put PVA glue, okay, and we are going to sun this part to add sun. So what I do is I take a very old brush, one that is really damaged. Okay, so we can take, even sometimes this is too old, so I'm going to use this brush here. It's really damaged, it's old, so it's not a big miss if it's getting. Anyway, if you go a little bit on top of the grass, it's not a big problem. Okay, we are going to apply, and this is the problem for not waiting that this part is moving, but we are going to be sure once we have applied the sun that everything goes in the right place. So we are going to apply the PVA glue. Okay. here and here. Let's put it here. And I'm using sand from the beach. And this is quite sorry, irregular sand, and there is different size of the particle size of the sand, and here you have. So, and now it's good we have small stones like this one, so it's have a good variety. And now, yeah, we just wait that all this dries, and I will be back once this has dried. So now we have the glue dried and the horse attached or glued to the base. And next step, I'm going to use Dryad Bark, okay, to apply this on the sand. So here it is, and we are going to thin it down quite a lot to help to go on the sand. So normally I just moisture a lot the brush and I go and we apply this on the sand. Really I try to go quite thin to help that the paint is going through all the surface. And if you go too thick, it's going to be very difficult to paint because there is a lot of texture now. So the paint will have difficulties to run. So just go very thin and applying this. It's going to be okay. So we're going to make a layer of Dryad Bark, and then as we apply this very thin, I'm going to wait that this dries before doing the next step. Be careful not to dirten the horse. So, and in that case I do the base now, because you know I have to paint the belly and we have the slots where we put the base and it's helping. So I will do this and I come back once it is done. Once the Dryad Bark has dried, we are going to apply a couple of dry brushes, dry brush layers. The first one with Baneblade Brown, okay, and we are going to apply this on top of the, and this is just to give a base color. The base is quite small compared to the horses, so it's not going to be super visible, but we are going to put turf and herbs and plants on top of that later on. So that is just to give the base, and we do that because this can be a little bit dirty, and I prefer to do it now and not have risk to dirten the work on the barding. Okay. So we do that. Okay, and then I will apply Rakhart Flesh. Okay. Okay. Next we are going to start painting the barding, and in that case I will go for a pattern in one side with the I will do like exchanging the pattern between one side and the other, but the base is going to be yellow, so we are going to apply a thin layer of Averland Sunset. When I do yellow, to have a nice base, I like to apply Averland Sunset. Apply it thin and try not to dirten. Try not to dirten the horse that we already painted. So we are going to do one of these, and the shield will go also with a yellow base in that case. What I'm thinking here. So we are going to apply this. I'm going to do straight lines in one side and a checked pattern in another on the back, and lines on the front, and the shield will be opposite to the background. Okay, so let's see if this is working. So I will apply this on all the barding, and I come back once this is done. So the yellow is applied, is drying, and while this is drying, I'm going to apply black on the chainmail on the neck of the horse, and I will apply also here at the back. So, and also all the parts that we have armor. So I'm going to apply now Abbadon Black in all the parts where we have any type of armor plates or chainmail or something like that. Okay. Again, do it quite thin. In the chainmail doesn't matter if the rings are visible; it's even better. What we want is to have the black really on the hole, in the holes. Okay, so we are going to do that. And don't worry if I didn't. I'm doing this before doing this ornament there. The ornament I will do it for the last thing to see how I balance all the colors later on. So I will do that, and I come back once this is done. So now the yellow is applied, and we are going to do the check pattern, the squares here. So what we are going to do, we are going to do the check pattern, for example, here on the front. Okay, so first we are going to make vertical lines. Okay, in that case, so we are going to do what is going to be more or less. This will determine what is the square size. Okay, we are going to do the same here. Okay, and we have to have the continuity on the upper part. Okay, we do the next one here and up, and we are going to have, we want to finish with a complete, so this is a little bit too. Okay, and now more or less spacing the same, we are going to do the horizontal ones. Okay, doesn't matter if you go a little bit on the blason or shield. Okay, so we do all, first we do all the lines. Okay. And here what we can do is deform a little bit to follow the shape of the barding. Okay, we do something like that. Okay, and now we fill the squares that will go black in that case. Okay, fill this and this. One. Okay, and we keep filling them. So I will fill them all, I will do the check on the other side, and I come back. So once we have all the squares painted, I'm going to use yellow, and we are going to clean up and make the squares correct where we have made mistakes, something like that. For example, here, okay, I will put yellow to do this small correction here. So now, for example, this one here, and especially because the black now is bigger, because it's the one we use to trim or to make all the squares, right? So we need now with the yellow, go back with the yellow and enlarge a little bit where is needed. Not need all of them, but the yellow squares. Okay, for example here, this yellow in the middle is small, so we just make something like that. And it's on the same size. Something like that, just a little bit. To help in the correction, okay? So I do that as well here, and I'm back. So on the other quarters of the barding, I will go with vertical strip or lines, bars that will is the ones I use to represent the flag of my home. So it's the vertical red strips. So the first thing you have to look well is how you will divide the part in 4 similar parts. Okay, this. So I do that. That. And the last one will come somewhere like here. Okay. And what I do is, let me just put some water. What I do is as the best you can, you go vertically and then you finish on the top. Okay, vertically and I finish here. This one here. Okay, and this one almost next to the shield. Okay, and now we thicken them. So we tried, I will thick this one on this side and then I will go next to the shield. Okay. The option is to make more lines. I find this easier for me to work. But the other option is you make, instead of making 4 lines, you make 8 lines and then you paint half of them. Okay, I do here and then. You see the barding is wider on top. Okay. Here. And this is why I do this before doing the blason or the shield, because I will clean up this later. This one is disappearing because it should be yellow. So the bar or the strip goes inside of the yellow fold. I will do this thicker here and this as well. Here this is too thin, so we are going to make it thicker. Okay. We are going to clean up with yellow as well. Here the yellow is too narrow, so I will take yellow. Remember we use to do that Averland Sunset, and I'm using, by the way, Khorne Red to do that. Okay, I will put yellow here. Here move this red a little bit more to the front. Okay. Here a little bit. Too thin. Something like that is okay. Now we clean up this. Took some right here by mistake. And I'm going to clean up on the shield. Okay, I'm going to use the same colors. I'm going to do the same here on these small shields. Just the ones that are on the check background. We are going to, here we have to be more careful because we already did the check part. This was too much to the center, so I will need to move. I will just add red on one side. Okay. Now I'm going to clean up with yellow. To be fair, this bar is too much to have to move to the side. Okay, so this is for me the way to do this pattern. Okay, so I will do the same on the other side, but opposite, and I come back. Okay, now we have the base colors on the Barding, and the next step I will start doing the leather bells that he has around, and I'm going to use Rhinox Hide for that. We use Rhinox Hide, we can use Dryad Bark. I prefer to use Rhinox Hide in that case, and we are going to apply this on all the different bells. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to do it like that. Like that. Okay, and I will do all the bells. So I do that and I'm back once this is done. So next step, I'm going to apply Ironbreaker on the horse. So we are going to apply here on the chainmail, and as you can see, it's not really the wire brush, but I remove part of the paint and I go very soft without applying too much pressure. Then when we go to the plates, I just apply the Ironbreaker directly. So we applied Ironbreaker on all these parts, and we are going also to apply Ironbreaker on this type of things we have on the horse. So I do that and I come back once this is done. So next I'm going to apply Retributor Armor on the small shields and ornaments that the horse have. As you can see, I also did the rivet with Ironbreaker before, and we are going to apply Retributor Armor on these parts. Okay. So I will do that and I come back once it's done. So I will finalize here the first part on the painting tutorial in order to make the video more easy to edit and all make less long videos. So I try to do it, or I have to say, shorter videos. So I hope you have found interesting what you have seen here in this tutorial. I hope it's something that you like it, and please keep tuned if you want to see how I continue painting. So we are, as you can see, I focus first on the horse, then we are going to do the rider, the knight, and finally we are going to do this type of thing. He's doing the shield and all the type of things he's having. So keep tuned if you want to see more. We are going to do here like a tower drawing or tower sketch, something like that here in this blazon. And then we're going to do all the shading and highlights on the Barding in the next video, and maybe start painting the rider. So that's all for this. I hope you find this interesting. Leave the comments, a like, subscribe if you're not subscribed and you want to see more. And as usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.